Pooh so mad cause he can do it like me. Pooh stay mad cause he sippin' that tea. Pooh so mad can't get it like me. Wanna ride out with lovely. When you see me coming to the DKHizouse, you all lit and you know what we're talking about. When you see me coming, step in, step out. When you see me, we gon' run our mile. It's the DKHizouse for sure. You see me coming and I'm coming back for more. When you see me and I see you, we at the gears out. We do. Alright, sometimes it's all about second chances, meaning we're gonna run that thing back one more time. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna be a fool for love. You feel me? So let's get into it because, yo, we all can use a second chance. Guess what a second chance represents in real life? Grace. Because we're not all perfect. We sometimes come short. We sometimes act dumb, stupid, do crazy things, regret things that we already did, or say things that we regret, or do things that we regret. But people have already judged us. We fumbled the bag. And this spiritual warfare of worlds that we live in, you really do have to forgive 70 times 7 because sometimes it's not the person that's wronging you. It's that evil spirit inside that person being used to harm you. You know what I'm saying? So you really just got to forgive and forget sometimes. And like I said before, it's not because of the person, it's more so because of you. Because you got to think back at that time where you wanted that same grace, that same forgiveness, that same respect. But somebody didn't want to hear what you had to say, what you was talking about. But you just swore up and down that you had changed. You was different. You was no longer that person that you used to be. And you just wanted to shout it to the rooftop and thank God that you evolved. But that's okay. Some people are not able to handle your betterment. Some people are not able to want to see you in a better light. And that's their choice because they got to heal and they got to process things in their own time, in their own way. All you can do is pray for their healing, pray for their success, and pray that they come back around when they are healed and ready to confront you again. So yeah, if he cheats once and you find out, do you give him a second chance? I mean, I would say yeah, but of course we won't want to, right? But the same thing applies to people. We're not perfect. What do you need forgiveness for? When you come to somebody forgiving, you need to first ask yourself, what do you need to be forgiven for? What do you need grace for? And then be like, okay, well, since I need grace, why don't I extend that grace first and be gracious to somebody else? Because, like I said, in this spiritual warfare of things, a lot of times we're not dealing with things on a surface level. A lot of things that we're dealing with is more on a spiritual level, more on a underneath the surface of what you cannot see. And just because a person wrongs you may not have anything to do with you as a person personally, but of course we're going to internalize that and think, oh, they cussed me out because they hate me. They talk crazy to me because they don't like me, or they cheated on me because they don't value me, they don't like me. Everything is always taken so personally. But in this, remember, we're people, we're spirits, we live in bodies. So sometimes you gotta take yourself out of your person and into the mind and heart perception of the other person and be like, well, what made them act that way? What made them say that thing? What made them do that thing? Just the same time as when you do stuff, you're like, why did I do that? Why I say that? Yeah, you said it. But it don't change the fact that it was said. It doesn't change the fact that it was done. But a lot of the things that we say and do have nothing to do with the other person or the other thing. A lot of it has to do with us, the inside of what is going on with us and what we got going on. Because, first of all, some of us are not healed. Some of us are not mature. Some of us have been hurt. Some of us have been wrong. Some of us has been pain. Some people hold on to grudges and we haven't let those things go. So what does that mean? What does that internalize to? What happens in those situations? A lot of us give pain. A lot of us give hurt. A lot of us give fear. And do things out of fear because it was done to us and that's what we see, that's what we know, especially all of our life. So when you're able to give people a second chance, that frees you up for possibly getting forgiven and getting grace yourself in the future. And it frees you up from carrying that burden of this had anything to do with you, because it didn't. And yeah, I have so many stories, right? So I'll give a story of, like I said, it was a story of a young man who was nice to me, probably more than one. And I wasn't able to receive it. I wasn't able to accept it because later on in life I figured out that I really truly didn't have genuine and love for myself. So I wasn't able to give the love to that person that they needed, that they required, they deserved. But did they have anything to do with that person? No, not at all. Had nothing to do with that person. Had everything to do with me and my healing and my journey. And that person was willing to give me all of that love, all of that healing, all of that forgiveness, all of that strength. But my first reaction was to push them away, to keep them 50 feet, give them a barrier, give them a reason, give them an excuse why I couldn't be or do what they needed me to be, because why? It was foreign to me. I have never felt this love, this compassion, this agape, this unconditional, like I got your back. It hadn't been extended to me, so how was I to know that that's what I had if I never had it before? So as I grew up, as I matured, as I got older, and especially after I learned to love and value myself, those feelings are not as unheard of, as uncommon to me. So it's accepted, it's appreciated, it's valued, and therefore I'm able to value and give love and acceptance to other people. Had I not felt that for myself, had I not experienced it for myself, how could I give it to somebody else? Just by reading a book? Yes, that's easier said than done, but a lot of us experience life through experiences. And so the experience of evolving has helped me be better, grow, be a better person. But the damage was done, But would I hurt that person now? Would I devalue that person now? Would I treat that person unkindly and terrible now? No, absolutely not. Because hurting them would only be hurting myself, because I have love for myself now. So I have love for them for having love for me. If that makes sense. And anything else would just be uncivilized. So second chances are worth giving because we're all evolving. We all have made mistakes. We all need grace and acceptance and forgiveness. Second chances are what I need. For me to love. Give me love. I'm in love again. Having love is one more chance. I need love. Sweet love. Ooh, we all need love sometimes. Sweet love. but I gotta go right now. We come to the end, but I gotta go right now. You're still my friend, but you gotta come again. Still a long time with me, friend. Until next time, stay a little, stay alive. Till next time, stay such a guy.